Have you ever wondered what rights you have when you go shopping? We did a class project recently where we researched our rights as consumers. Consumers are people or organisations buying goods and services for their own use. For example, we are consumers when we buy clothes, food and phones. But here's the interesting thing. We are also consumers when we pay for services such as buses, phone credit and hairdressers. The thing is today we can buy in shops but also online. It doesn't matter, we still have the same consumer rights. So what are those rights? We found out that there is an actual law that gives us our rights when we shop. The first right we have as consumers is that goods must be of merchantable quality. This means the goods must be of an acceptable standard. In other words, whatever you buy must be in good shape and in line with the price you paid for it. Goods must be fit for the purpose intended. This means the good should do what it's supposed to do. A toaster should toast bread. When we buy goods, they should match the description we were given of them, either in the shop or online. So if it says it's a waterproof coat, well then it should keep out the rain. If you've ever bought goods based on a sample, like food or fragrances, or even bought paint, well when you bring it home, it should match the sample exactly, and if not, there is a problem to be sorted. We said earlier that we have consumer rights when buying goods, but we also have them when we pay for services. This means that anyone who we pay to do something for us should have the necessary skills to do it properly and not cause any damage or harm. We must also make sure they use the materials that are of merchantable quality, fit for purpose, and match the description, just like any other good. So what happens if the goods were faulty or the service provided was not up to standard or maybe caused damage? Well, the law says you have the right to redress. This means you have the right to a refund, which means getting your money back, repair, get the item fixed, or a replacement, get a new one instead. Today, more and more of us buy stuff online. Our phones and devices make it so easy. Well, we have consumer rights online too. They are similar to when we buy in a shop, but as European Union citizens, we have extra rights that protect us when we buy online. We have the right to a refund if your goods are not delivered within 30 days. You have the right to return something because you changed your mind. Now this is different to when you buy in a shop, because in a shop you get to try on the good or try it out and check it out that everything is okay. Well, you can't do this when you buy online. So you have 14 days to return something just because you don't like it. It is also possible to cancel a service contract that you entered online within 14 days. An example of this might be buying insurance online for your phone. You have the right to return something if it's faulty. Well, this is the same right as if we bought it in a shop. Have you ever bought music or books online, or even clicked on an in-app purchase in your favourite game? The provider should clearly highlight when you are about to make a purchase and say what your rights are. It turns out as part of our research that where we have rights, we also have responsibilities. This means that to be good consumers, we have a part to play as well. It is up to us to know that we have rights as consumers, what those rights are, and when to use them. When buying goods and services, it's up to us to shop around to get the best deal we can on price and quality. We should really do some research before we buy so that we have all the information we need. If we have a complaint about a good or service, we must have proof of purchase in the form of a receipt or a bank statement. No matter what we buy, a phone or a t-shirt, there is a correct way to use it. And if I drop the phone down the toilet or shrink the t-shirt in the wash, that's my fault, not the shop's, and I'm not entitled to any redress. As soon as you notice a fault with a product or service, you should make your complaint known to the retailer or service provider. Don't hang about. Just to say, we found out about our rights and responsibilities from two different consumer agencies. Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, or CCPC, and the Consumer Association of Ireland, the CAI. The CCPC, set up by the government, runs a website called Consumer Help. And this is to make sure that consumers are protected and informed of their rights and that retailers and service providers comply with the law. The Consumer Association of Ireland was set up by consumers for consumers to speak up for them and raise awareness of issues affecting them. So you see, no matter what age you are, you have rights and responsibilities. Knowing our consumer rights and responsibilities means that we are well informed and can make sure we get the best for our money.